I'm trying to make things consistent for everybody. We've had a lot of changes, a lot of people changing in and out of classes. And so everything I always ever do is to create a routine. So this video today is just to show you what is expected, what the routine is. And I'm going to point out some different things that you either are or are not doing. If you haven't noticed, I try to keep everything the same for everybody, every week, every day. That way you know what you're doing and you know the routine. Everything I do is about setting routine. If you take a look at all the nutrition logs, they all look the same. The only difference is what week it was on, what week it was on, what week it was on. As far as the lessons go, same thing. There's a progression and what week it's on. All right? So everything I do is routine as far as setting assignments go. Everything is also routine as far as setting daily class time. When we take roll, I click on this button. Once I click on this button, everybody who's in class, his name populates right here. After that, I will show the comparison list. I will paste it right here. If anyone leaves class, I will be able to see who left class right there. So it's not good for you to sneak out. But if you ever come late and you don't see me click this button, obviously I haven't marked you present. And when I take roll off of this list. So if your name's not on this list, you are marked absent unless you text late into the chat and you stay after and watch me mark you present. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is there's a lot of people that show up to class but don't turn their work in, and it doesn't make sense to me. You get a grade for 3 different things: your participation, your log, and your video lessons. And so the people that are showing up to class but aren't turning in their logs or aren't turning in their video lessons, I don't quite understand it. So I want to go over this. This is a class that I have where this person didn't turn it in. That's the only difference between this person's grade and this person's grade. And if you see how easy, all these people here have A's, but this person or this person, let me just keep showing you all the different F's that are around. And those F's are just because they're not turning stuff in. And the strange thing to me is that a lot of the time, the people who have these F's, I mean, sure, there's a couple students out of these F's that don't show up at all. But honestly, more than half of those F's you just looked at, students are showing up. They're just not turning their work in. And I can't make work much easier than all you have to do is try to answer it. And then if you answer it wrong, go back, look at it again, and then try to answer it again. And eventually, every single one of you who tries to answer the question will get 100%. So the only reason you don't get 100% is just because you're not willing to try. Even with the fitness log, I'm not even telling you you have to do anything. I'm just saying be honest with what you do. And as long as you turn it in, you'll get 100% credit for it. So again, there's no excuse. I apologize to those who keep hearing the same thing over, but the reason I am doing this and telling you again is because there's some people that are just not getting it. And I just want to point out, I want to show you how my class works, how the class lays out grade-wise. When I tap on here, you can see that 30 students have A pluses because they're taking the time to do what they need to do. They've been at class every time and they've turned in all the assignments, okay? 7 students still have A's, which means they were absent here or there, but probably turned in all the assignments. And a few of you have an A minus, okay? But that doesn't concern me. I mean, that shows me that most of you get what I'm saying. But there's a few of you that are down here.
So that means there's 11 people who just, and of these 11 people, they actually come to class. Like 8 of them, 9 of them come to class, but they're just not turning stuff in. So it just baffles me why all you have to do is do some work. All these people here get it. I'm trying to figure out why those people don't get it. That's why I keep going over this. But I'm pretty much done after today explaining to you how this stuff works so we can move forward. All right? Hopefully this helps. And anyone who needs help, okay, if you're one of these people, stay after class. Talk to me. I'll get you going. I'm here to help you. But if you don't stay after and you don't reach out to me, I can't help you. In fact, I sent everybody in all classes, them and their parents, an email if they were not doing well, if they were getting an F. I sent them an email and said, I'm here to help you. So this is my last chance reaching out to you, trying to help you. All right? And for those of you who are doing fine, sorry about the repetitiveness. I'm just trying to get everybody on board.